to take a look now at what's happening in our Kitchen World kitchen.
That's right. Joe is with somebody who's visited us before from the Roycroft.
That's right, guys. We're with Chef Andrew from the Roycroft. Thanks for being here this morning.
Thanks,
and I
Joe.
understand you're back from a long trip overseas.
Yes, yeah, we actually just got back in Tuesday night. We went over to Europe to see the Sabres games, do a little tour. I'd never been over there, so it was a good experience.
Pretty neat. Did you try some of the cuisine over there while you were there as well?
Yeah, a lot of cuisine. We had a really nice 9-course tasting menu over in Reykjavik, Iceland, which was our first stop.
Beautiful.
And we ate at the fish market down in Helsinki. And then, of course, in Berlin, we had a lot of wursts.
Right, a little bit of
a lot of different wursts.
So you went right from two different types of protein, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, we're talking fish today. We're making a seared tuna.
Yep. We have a really good piece of fresh big eye tuna flown in from Hawaii. Making a quick vegetable slaw and some sushi rice with a little pickled ginger and wasabi.
All right, good stuff. Now, as far as the ingredients goes, this is pretty basic stuff you can get at a supermarket, right?
Yeah.
Nothing major. We're going to put up everything's on the screen right now. With tuna, though, there's not a lot of flavor sometimes if you don't cook it right? You want to bring out some flavor in this piece of fish.
Yeah, you want to sear it really fast, really hot, really quick. You know, the rarer that you like to eat, the better. You want to try to keep it rare, medium rare. Like I said, high heat. Use a flavored oil. I like to use sesame oil just to add a little bit of that flavor you were talking about, a little salt and pepper.
Okay, and you also have ginger, right? I noticed that as well.
Little pickled ginger.
Pickled ginger, that give it a little spice as well.
Yeah, give it a lot of flavor. That and the wasabi is pretty much all you'll need.
Okay, and you don't want to overcook tuna, I guess, right? You said quick sear on really high temperature?
Yep, really hot. Quick sear, you know, a minute or two on either side. You know, leave the middle nice and rare, yep.
Okay, we're going to get to that in just a few minutes. Right now, we got to send things over to Amelia Siegel to find out what our weather situation's looking like. Hopefully the sun will make a return, because I forgot what it looked like.
Yeah. Joe's first day back, and he is already hard at work in the kitchen.
That he is. We're going to see how his recipe is coming along right now.
I don't know about that. You guys don't want me to work too hard, because I'll screw this up. But we've got Chef Andrew from the Roycroft. You're doing the real work today. We are going to get some vegetables going for this seared tuna, right?
Yep. Actually, first we're going to start with the rice, just because that's going to take that's going to take a little bit while longer. So this is really easy. It's just equal parts water and sushi rice. You want to make sure that you rinse off the sushi rice while it's still dry, just to get some of the starch off of it.
Gotcha. Now, what's the difference between sushi rice and regular rice? Is it sticky? Or?
Yeah. It comes out real sticky, and then we're actually going to add a little bit of mirin to it, which is equal parts sugar and rice vinegar.
Okay.
And that's what we're going to get started over here as well. This is the rice vinegar, and we'll dump that sugar in there.
Dump it all?
Go ahead, yeah, just put it all in there.
All right, now how much sugar is that we're looking at?
We're looking at about a half a cup of sugar and a half a cup of rice vinegar.
And we're just smell the vinegar there.
Yeah, and we're just going to heat that up until it all dissolves.
Yeah, what does that combination create? What kind of consistency are you looking for?
That's going to be really sweet.
Okay.
That's what's going to sweeten up your rice, give it a little bit of a flavor.
Nice.
That's why when you go out for some sushi, it's got a little bit of sweetness to it.
Yeah, okay, that's where that comes from.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're just going to bring this to a simmer, and we're going to cook that for about 10-15 minutes. And like I said, that's just got to come to a boil and dissolve, and then we'll combine the two once the rice is cooked.
Okay, so once folks at home get that going, then they can focus on the vegetables.
Then we can come over here and focus on the vegetables.
All right.
Over here we have some fresh red peppers, some red onion, a little bit of bok choy and Napa cabbage, which is some Oriental cabbages. And we just want to make sure that we cut the vegetables up really, really thin, because that'll eat better with the fish.
Right, and keep them the same kind of cut. So
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, good. And then this is the bok choy?
Yep, this is the bok choy.
What is that flavored like? What does that taste like?
It's like a real thin cabbage.
Okay.
We're just going to, like I said, we just want to make sure that your cuts stay relatively thin.
Yeah.
The tops of the leaves tend to get a little bitter, so we're going to use just the bottom 2/3 of the cabbage.
All right, good stuff. We got to toss it back to my friends on the couch right now, but we're going to continue to chop up these vegetables. Got the big segment coming up. We're going to sear the tuna. Guys, it's already smelling good in here. Back to you. Tuna, and it's a big-eyed tuna?
Yep, yeah.
What's the difference? Is there a little-eyed tuna or something?
Well, there's the normal-eyed tuna, I guess.
Normal,
but there's some a few different types of tuna out there. Actually, quite a bit. There's tambo, there's ahi, and then the big eyes. They just, as the name insists, they have bigger eyes, more colorful flesh, and that's a sushi-grade tuna. It's real nice piece of tuna.
Which is why, if it's a sushi-grade tuna, you don't have to really cook it that much, or at all.
Or at all, if you don't want to. Yeah.
Okay, so what do we got? We got some vegetables all chopped up in here?
Yeah, we got the vegetable slaw all ready to mix. We're just going to add a little bit of rice vinegar, and you could actually you know, for everybody at home, you could add, you know, spice it up a little bit. A lot of times I like to use water chestnuts, maybe a little crushed red pepper if you like a little bit of heat.
Crunch
Yeah,
heat too. Yeah,
yep.
great.
A little bit of sesame oil in there for flavor, and a pinch of salt and pepper.
Always a pinch of salt and pepper.
Yes.
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah,
Right?
and then we're just going to mix that up, and that's going to be our vegetable side for the tuna.
You diced all that up pretty uniformed in a pretty uniform way.
Yeah, yeah. You know, nice and long,
great.
thin.
You can just eat that on its own right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good stuff. And that's a little sweet and salty, I bet, right? It's got a little bit of that
yeah,
kind
exactly.
of mixture to it. Okay.
And then in the pan here that I have preheated, I'm going to turn that up just a touch. We're going to add a little bit of sesame oil to the pan for the tuna.
All right. Now, the key is to get the pan nice and hot.
Yeah.
You want that ready to go, right?
Yeah, you want that hot.
Because this fish isn't going to take much time.
No, not at all.
In fact, the rice is probably the one that takes the most time.
Yeah, the rice takes the most time, but if you have a rice, I did it in the pot here for the show, but if you have a rice cooker, it comes out a little bit nicer.
Okay.
Cooks a little bit more even, but you can do them in pots.
It's pretty good right there,
yeah. It takes about 10-15 minutes, that's all.
Okay, that's what you're looking at there.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Now the moment we've all been waiting for here.
This piece of
tuna.
fish.
Everybody, Allie has got her eyes on this tuna all morning because she loves tuna. So
yep, we're gonna sear that.
I'm gonna eat it all before she gets here. I won't do that. All right, so you get that searing.
Yep, we're gonna get that searing.
Okay.
And then over here, while that's cooking, we have some.
What is that? I've been wondering.
This is fresh grated wasabi powder, which is Japanese horseradish.
Okay.
It's real strong.
Yeah.
So you just want to mix that equal parts, the powder and water.
Oh, okay, so you're mixing all that powder in there. Okay.
Yep. Get her spoon
Well, that's a
here.
couple of tablespoons worth, probably. Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, probably about a tablespoon's worth.
Now, if you don't like the wasabi, that flavor, you know, it's very, you know, kind of clear your sinuses.
Yeah, oh,
you
yeah.
have to
Yep.
add this to the dish, or can you just exclude it and you'll be fine?
You can exclude it, and that's why we always put it on the side. And we just put small amounts on the side. That way you can try, you know, a little bit at a time, and then, you know, gradually increase or decrease the amount
mix
that
it with
you
some
use.
ginger or something.
Yeah,
to cut it a little bit, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's how you make it there.
Yep, that's real quick, real easy.
Just add water.
Yeah, just add water. It stores quite well too, and you know, it has a good aroma to it too. So you don't want to, like, you know, stick your face in there real close because it'll open you up real quick.
Okay, great. So the tuna searing here.
Yep.
You got that on a medium heat, I'd say?
Yeah, that's a medium heat now.
Okay.
We're probably going to cook that for another maybe minute on that side, and then we'll flip it over.
Okay, that's what you want for that.
Yep. And then the rice is done, so we could probably plate the rice. Now, the rice you can serve, you can do it hot, you can serve it room temperature, or you can serve it cold.
Cold, right? You can go,
Yeah. So that's, you know, up to preference. However, you know, at the restaurant, we serve it warm with this dish because everything, because the tuna is warm. But if the tuna was sushi, we'd keep it cold.
Like I was just about to say, it's kind of like you're deconstructing a sushi dinner, but you're cooking the tuna a little bit, but majority of it's raw.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And you got the rice that you use for sushi anyway, so it's pretty neat. All right. Now, do you guys serve this at the Roycroft?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this is one of our hotter. Yeah, this is one of our more
Okay.
popular dishes.
Great. And speaking of a popular situation happening at the Roycroft, get a shot of this, a well-crafted weekend. This is coming up next week, right?
Yeah.
You got a big event next weekend.
Yeah, next weekend, like it says, October 20th through the 23rd is a well-crafted weekend. A lot of artisans are going to be on display doing their work. A lot of local restaurants are going to be doing their thing, you know, having weekend specials. So it'll be a good event.
All right.
Hopefully we get good weather for it.
Absolutely, or fall weather at least, at the very least. Maybe throw on a sweater and sweater weather, as I always say. All right, we're going to finish up this fish. We got a great second helping. Also, another little event you guys are involved with wine. We'll talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's save it for later. All right. We're gonna. My two co-hosts were just in here destroying the beautiful big-eyed tuna that Chef Andrew made. I don't know what we're getting a shot of here, but Allie still has her fork in her hand. So anyway, it's good. That means it's good. It's a success. Great job. I even had a little tuna also. All right. We're going to take our... and then put it in there. The ginger, right? Okay.
Yeah, you know, if you have some leftover pickled ginger, sometimes you can buy it in, you know, bigger quantities than you need. Or if you buy the vegetables, you know, the Napa cabbage, the bok choy that we made the salad with, you're going to have some leftovers. So I'm just going to show you how to make a real quick, easy dressing.
Great, instead of throwing it out.
Yeah, exactly. You're just going to add a little pickled ginger with the juice.
Okay.
A little bit of rice wine vinegar.
Just a little bit of that. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of vinegar flavor from the pickled ginger too.
And the sesame.
This is a little bit of honey. Yep.
Okay.
Sweeten it up a little bit.
Beautiful.
Just a couple tablespoons is all you're going to need. And you're going to blend this up.
All right. Get that going. Wow, that's an interesting consistency there.
Then you just add a little bit of oil to it.
So blend it, then put the oil in.
Blend it, then put the oil into it.
And this
yep.
goes over a salad, or can you put this over a piece of fish or something?
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah,
meats?
absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow, you can smell that ginger.
Yeah, that ginger's going to get real thick in there, and then that'll help the oil emulsify in there a little bit.
Great.
Done deal.
Look at that. Look at that consistency right there.
Yep.
That's pretty good. All right, good stuff. Now, obviously, you know what to do with the ginger when it's left over. Of course, something that goes really well with fish is wine, and you guys have a well-crafted wine tasting as well. This event's also coming up, right?
Yeah, it's coming up. Dan went out and got some really good high-end wines, about 60 or so really good high-end wines. We're going to put out a really nice cheese and fruit display, some assorted hors d'oeuvres, some flavored olive oils, and olives from around the world, so it'll be a really good event.
Yeah, wines from around the world. Good stuff. All right, well, Chef Andrew, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Obviously, you'll be back again because, as you can see, what's left of our big-eyed tuna, it's pretty much gone.
Yeah, they liked it.
But they're going to finish it off later, I guarantee it. That'll be gone in just about 6 minutes. We're going to send it back to you guys on the couch right now.
Thank you very much, Joe. Always appreciate